everybody hang on for a second while I get those emails out, and we will get the show on the road. How's everybody doing? Let's see. My channel. There we go. Dum da dum. Dum da dum da dum. Shut up, you. Mute myself. There we go. Now let's get this. Let's get this going, y'all. Why is YouTube running so slow? Come on, baby. Okay. There it is. There I am. I hope everybody doing okay. This is going to be interesting. Like I say, I'm me. Like I say, I don't have a 100% dog in the fight. I'm going to moderate for you guys. And let me pull those two emails right fast. And I'll get you guys on here. And I'm going to give you guys a couple of few minutes to go ahead and so you can comment, you can give your opening comments. Who you are. Okay, Zakiba. Okay, here you go. Copy and compose. StreamYard link. Here you go. All right, Zakiba, there's yours. Truth Teller. Here's yours. And hold on, Rasta. Let me get your deal here. Okay. Copy. Compose. StreamYard link. And there you go, Rasta. All three links sent. So let me go back to the panel. All the links been sent, y'all. All the links been sent. So let's get this shit-eating show on the road now. Now, wait a minute, Miss Naya in the house. Now, look, Miss Naya, look, don't. Because, see, y'all think she all nice and sweet and all this other stuff. Well, see, Miss Naya, if you give me your email address, because, see, she know them people that'll pull them things on me and whatnot. So I got to give her a link if she asks for one, because then I have Sly over here threatening me. Why didn't you give Miss Naya a link? She asked you a link. You give it to her. All right, Sly, damn. So I done sent out all three of the links. I'm just waiting on the three people I sent the links out to respond, because when they as fast as they respond, I'll add them in. So let me go ahead and get my headset. Zakiba, I sent you the link. You go to your email and click on that link that I sent you. You click on the link, then you'll come into the what they call the blue room, the back room, and then I'll add you in. I can add you in to the stream then. Same thing, Rasta. Go to your email. I sent you the link with Truth Teller. He already know the drill. Just in case he ain't paying attention. Link sent. Truth. Okay. I thought you were a moderator, Miss Naya. What the heck? Hold on a second. Let me see. Okay, there you go. Hey, Dinah. Ribbit. Yes, you are. You got the. Yes, you are. You got a. Well, you showing a wrench on my screen. Now I am. Yay. See, now you're gonna get me in trouble with Sly. I just know this. I can feel it. I'm gonna have this doorbell ring at 3:00 in the morning. You know, come on, folks. I'm waiting on y'all to click that link that's in your email. As soon as you click the link, I'll add you in. Now, okay, please send again. Okay, no link. It just says link. Okay, let me try it again, bruh. Let me try it again, cause it gets funky. So let me. I'm gonna do it to both of y'all again. All three of y'all again, actually. All right, let me go. Compose. Wait a minute. Okay. Let's try it again. Send. I'm sorry. It was doing the same thing with Sly. Sly was sending us the link, and then it would just say link. That's all it would say, and we kept telling Sly, man, it ain't working. Okay, so I'm redoing them again. Sorry about that. I apologize on behalf of StreamYard, because it's showing on my end. Okay, it says all three of them are sent again. Uh-oh. Okay, Miss Naya. Now it's actually gonna be a live stream. Dinah. Rasta's Realities and Zakiba, they're gonna come on the show and they're going to discuss the topic, and so as well as Truth Teller. And we're going to go from there. So I mean that's the plan for right now. If StreamYard would cooperate. Yeah, but I post the link. then because I done that one time before, bruh, and I think I had every damn troll this side of the damn planet coming in, and the moderator spent more time booting people out than they did. Then we couldn't even concentrate on the show. Did y'all get the links? Tell me if y'all got the links, because I sent them again. They showing that they sent. Let me know if you got the links. Okay, here's one. Oh, shoot. What's happening, brother, man? Oh, unmute yourself. Your mic is muted.
What it is, young man?
What's going on, man? Shoot, I'm an old man. Shoot. What? I'm gonna be 55 here in a couple of months. God dang it.
Yeah, but you're still moving. You don't need a cane yet.
Oh no. Well, I see you here. I'm waiting on the other two. Zakiba said she's refreshing her deal here. Yeah, because the first time I sent it, it said it was sent. But I know what y'all talking about, because Slide and sent me links and it just said link. You know,
Yeah.
What? You know what I mean? And it don't do nothing when you click it. And I'm like, man, come on, man. Well, while we waiting on Zakiba, bro, go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody.
Well, I am Rasta Akil Bomani of the Rasta's Realities channel here on YouTube. It's essentially my memoirs toward a book that I'm going to write. And it's essentially a truth-telling reality type of channel, hence the name Rasta's Realities. Rasta Akil Bomani is my Facebook moniker. And the reason why it's Rasta Akil Bomani is because though my family is from Arkansas, I would always get questions of, am I from the islands? Am I from the islands? Because of whatever accent that I cannot hear. And I got tired of fielding that question. So what I did was I just said, you know what? Why not just go ahead and put Rasta? I use Rasta in the beginning, and then I use my government name as the other two. And then I was reading something on Kemet, some type of Kemet something, and Akil Bomani translated is intelligent warrior, and it fits me. So I just linked the Rasta Akil Bomani together, and it stuck. And ever since then, this is what it is.
Okay, all right. That's good. That's good enough for me. We're waiting on the lady in wait, as we say.
Also, for the viewers out there, for those who view my content, everything that I speak about is from experience. It's what I've been through. And if it has not been, if I have not been through it, I've been close to someone, so close as to where I felt what it is that they were feeling. And I just took it and I use it accordingly. And I use it not only for myself as a, what do you call them? A backbone, a manual to stay, grounded and humble myself. And it also helps other people. And that's what it is.
All right. Here's Brother Zakiba. Okay, was you done, Rasta? Before I let Zakiba do his intro.
Hello.
Go ahead, bro. Tell everybody your name and where you at and what's going on with you. Go ahead, bro.
Name's Zakiba. Where am I? I'm from originally Philadelphia, currently residing in Boston. And kind of new to the whole, scene of YouTube. I've had a YouTube channel for a while now, posting like stuff like on video games and whatnot. And I've kind of gotten into the community from Sly, and then worked through, meeting Truth and Nick and a whole bunch of other people. So this whole time has been quite an experience, and to be able to share some things that I've learned throughout my journey, I'm all with it.
Okay, and before we go any further, can both of y'all do me a favor? Can you type it? Well, if you don't have a page, if you have a page, can you type it in the comment section? So if anybody wants to follow you, if you have a Twitter or something that you want to be followed for, if you could type it in the comment section for anybody that want to follow you or ask you something away from here. That's if y'all want to. That's if you want to. I understand if you wouldn't, if you don't want to. Because I be having, every time when I ask somebody else, man, give me that dude's email, man, shoot. I said, I know what I'll do now. Every time when I have somebody on, I'll just tell them to put it in there, and then the people can go back, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And find it. Philly. So yeah, because George Macon, he's out there in Philly. I can't remember what part of Philly he is. Me and George be going at it, but it's friendly though. What I mean.
Cordial.
Yeah, we're diametrically opposed on an ideological standpoint. I know he would go crazy on me on this one here. Okay, now first question, because while we waiting on Truth Teller, I'm gonna go ahead and go because I pretty much know his story, but I'll let him add in anyway. So, age before beauty. Who's the oldest?
Not me.
that will be me.
Okay, well, Rasta, go ahead and tell the folks. Just give a brief synopsis of your idea, because trust me, I'm gonna allow for follow-ups, and I'm gonna let y'all say what you want to say, but I gotta make it easy for the people, for everybody to digest. We got some smart cookies here, but I don't like to overpower them because they got kids and they phones ringing and doorbell, you know what I'm saying? So I try to chop it up in small pieces. All right, Rasta, give me a brief overview of what you think the child support system is in this day and time.
It's a cash grab. It's a political cash grab, because the lawyers, the judges, they're all in cahoots with each other. They say that it's for the family. They say it's for the child. But make this make sense. How come when you take the child support out of my checks, the state get paid first if it's for the child?
I always had that question, even though I kind of half-assed know the answer. Well, they're not the answer, they're reasoning for it. But go ahead, bro.
Well, honestly, it started, I believe, in '86. And what I mean by that is this. President Carter had it set up as to where, somebody's calling, ain't that a bitch? He had it where the woman could not get benefits unless there was a two-party household. That means a man and a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And Carter lost to Reagan.
Mm-hmm.
Reagan came in, put that bill in place, made it all about the women. Now it's now Clinton comes in after that. Here comes the child support bill, and here we are currently in 2020.
and earned child credit. The Bill Clinton threw that in on top of it to, what do you call it, pouring kerosene on a gas fire. you know Okay, that's some good points. Bro. Okay, Zakiba, same question to you, sir.
What I see, the the system for the children, or the child system, is a family destroyer.
Okay,
And what I mean,
explain that part. Explain that part,
mhm.
bro.
And what I mean by that is, to get to the point where you have to file for child support, there's already distrust in the family, and that only creates a bigger void if there isn't good enough communication. And from what I've seen, I haven't really seen it towards the guy side, because a lot of guys don't usually push for child support. It's usually the woman. Is that the father usually gets pushed out of the scene, and the female, usually brags about it to her friends, and the guy's basically shunned away. And so ultimately, what that leads to is the father not really being in a child's life. The children only getting one side of the story because the father's not in the picture, and the mother is saying whatever she needs to say to the child about the father. And so, the family's broken, father's not in the picture, mother has the money but no real support, and then the children grow up without a father, without proper half of the guidance that they would if they were to be together. And it doesn't usually end well, because usually the man is hurt, because for the most part, for a man to give his seed to a woman is a very special thing. And when you get to the point where child support comes up, the man has already invested so much time. Usually, if the man's in the picture, he's invested so much time into the child, into the family. And once it gets to the point where usually when the woman proceeds for child support, distrust, and you see the hurt. This is where a lot of men, if they're not strong enough, break.
Mm-hmm.
Because you build so much with this one person, a family, a home, and for it to be turned down, now you have to, whatever money you were bringing into the family, you have to, do an extra shift, an extra lift, and it's just it's tiring.
Okay. Now, thank you. That's some good stuff. Now, I think I think y'all probably heard what I said originally, that I've never paid a dime of child support in my life. So, and I don't say that as a slight. I say that as I mean, who's the best person to run a beer hall than a guy that don't drink beer, right? So, and that's the way I see it, as that. So that's why I know what I see, and I've seen how it's been destroyed men, destroyed families, and I've seen how it's been brought some bad people to task as well. So I guess, what's the old saying about a double-edged sword? It's just as sharp swinging coming back as it is going out. So, and sometimes innocent people get hurt. You know what I mean? by
Mm-hmm.
by the wrong end of the sword. So now, all right, here's my next mini question, if you will. And there's gonna be I'm gonna hit it from both sides. So it's not, because I'm not one-sided. I think I'm rather fair and balanced. Now I'm gonna hit I'm gonna hit the men first, then I'll ask the female question. As a man, what's up, Devlin? That's my that's my dude right there. Do you guys think there are some men that force the system to be more heavy-handed? I mean, like you said, I mean, like, I'll give you an example. The guy that uh, he done made 7 kids with 7 different people, and he's on the run, and he won't do this and he won't do that. So the system has to rob Peter, because you know the government is a rob Peter to pay Paul system. It's been that way since Reconstruction. I mean, and I don't see it ever getting fixed. But and I said, I'll hit the female side after I get both of you guys' input. Do you think that men a lot of time force the governance hand in it a little, halfway, or a lot? But the actions of men, what I'm saying is, do you think the actions of men has a lot to do with local governance on it? A little, none, a little, or a lot? Go ahead, Rasta.
Here's the thing. Whether you are a stand-up guy or not, again, it's a business.
Yes.
And we're talking about America and yes, America's love with capitalism. When a woman is getting everything she needs from the man, he's a stand-up guy, such as myself. We'll talk about that part later. And okay, somebody came in. And she goes to get to medical or link or anything, any type of state or federal assistance.
Mm-hmm.
The workers are told to poke and prod. Where's the father? Where's the father? Where's the father? At that point, the woman has an option to say, no, I don't want to put him on it, because I am aware of some females and women who will not accept child support, who will not do that to the man, as they know what it does to the family, which is more important. But yes, to answer your question, that was a long answer, short answer. Yes, there's a lot of dudes who just want to come in, shoot up the club, and have zero responsibilities for whatever reason.
Okay, cool. All right, Zakiba, same question.
I would say it ultimately comes down to the environment. And depending on the environment of where the families are, majority of men that are put on child support that are in well-off areas tend to be more responsible, and thus, government doesn't really impede that as much. But when you go towards, poor area situations where, men are not responsible for their actions, that's when the government actually has to put their foot down and, do whatever they can to get the money, because the men are not being men, and frivolously impregnating women and not making smart life decisions. That's hence why they're at where they're at. And so I would say it comes down to environment. So for the most part, it's middle way, but yeah.
Okay. Good deal. Okay. Now, we lost Rasta.
Oh no.
Well, when he pops back, I'll go ahead and move to the next segment, and I'll just reverse the flow. You know what I mean? I'll just reverse the flow. Okay. So yeah, and I agree, because I do know some men that like my big brother say, drop a turd in the pool. You know, I mean, but and you know, and I know what he means by that, because of course, what's your first reaction? You're gonna jump out of the pool, even though it didn't even touch you. It's way over there. But don't think I gotta do is say, Zach, man, it's a turd in the pool, and you ain't even see it, and you're gonna jump out of the pool. So all it take is one person to taint, it for everybody else. Okay, here he is back. All right, I'm looking at it. Okay, he's back. There you go, bro. I was sitting here waiting on you to hey, because mine do the same thing, bro. I'm telling you, don't feel like the Lone Ranger. Okay, I didn't ask the next question. I was waiting on you to come back. What's up, 8-Win Angle? Hey, yo, they're my sensei right there. They're my sensei right there, brother 8-Win. He can't see me, but I'm doing, I'm kowtowing right now, but he can't see me. But all right, bruh. Now, since we said it on the men's, here comes trouble, y'all. Is that yeah, that's him. Oh boy, here we go. Well, you hold on there, Mr. Truth Teller, cause Mr. Rasta is about ready to answer this next question that I got for him. You cool, bro? What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm good. Peace to the chat.
Hey, y'all know, here we go. I got the enforcer. All right, Rasta. Now we got the dude part of doing that. In your opinion, there's no right or wrong answer with me on this. In your opinion, do you see females' actions forcing the hand of the system to be a little more draconian than what you think should be necessary? And that's going to be the same cue for you, Zach. Go ahead, Rasta.
Give me that one again.
Do you see the actions of the women forcing the hands of the government, the people that's over it? Yeah,
I got it. Yeah, yes, absolutely.
Okay, how so? Go ahead.
Okay, so I'll speak on my second born.
Okay.
My second born's mother is third generation, how you say, Project Big.
Okay. Okay.
So she was born and raised in the projects. Her mom was born and raised in the projects. Her mama's mom was born and raised in projects. All they know is programs.
Gotcha.
Okay. And we already know that our government, Big Brother, is always watching and taking notes. So they know who's related to who had who by the birth certificates, the social security numbers, things of that nature. When they know that the woman is constantly, they're paying attention to the states and the federal and with the systems that they're giving them. Everybody has a tally. The same thing with their social security. When you get a certain age, you can get it, the maximum amount, half amount, things of that nature. It's the same thing. They are keeping records, and yes, they force them to do it, but they enjoy at the same time forcing them to do it because there's something in it for them as well.
Yes. Now that's because they get to rake their cut off the top. Yes, I understand that.
Hey, let me tell you like this. I feel like I'm paying for my children and the people who does the cases, children as well. That's how I feel about it.
Gotcha. Okay, same thing, Zach.
I would say I will go back to the environment piece. Really depends on the type of woman that you're dealing with. If you're in a low income situation, the woman is in survival mode, so she will do whatever she can to survive for her and her children. And whether the man is there or not, if it got put to the situation where she has to go and file for child support, lower income for the most part, she will, do whatever she can to get the money. Whether it's, she needs it, whether it doesn't, at that point, she's just trying to get whatever she can. Now, if we go into a more established and well-based situation where, there's a divorce and the woman, she knows what she's doing, she might not necessarily go after the man, and she'll just, do something else on the side. More or less based off of my, research and how women are, they'll do whatever they can to survive. So if it's in their best interest, they'll go for the child support.
Okay. All right. Now I'm scared. Oh boy, here we go. All right. Same question, truth teller. Now let me go ahead and turn my virgin ears on. Go ahead, truth.
Can you repeat the question, kind sir?
Because you didn't come in. We had the first. I asked them both, and they can clarify that I'm not juicing the question. I asked about the men's are men sort of responsible for some of the draconian rules that's in the child support system by them, one dude, like we be seeing on them TV shows where it'd be like 3 guys, and between the 3 guys, they got 60 kids, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. And that show blew my mind. But the men's role in the current draconian rules, and then after you ask the men answer that, then do you the part you think the females play in the current draconian rules?
Okay, I'm gonna make this one real good. The only reason I say the men play a part, is because I pay child support. I'll give you a little backstory. I was in a cancer research center when I had a sheriff serve me my child support papers. I was fighting adrenal gland cancer when I was served. And I handled my whole situation over the phone through the courts. And long story short, they could care less about what I was going through. Told me I better get a job. I better keep a job. And if I don't, I'll have a bench warrant issued for my arrest. If I get behind in child support, that's it. And this is why I say men have to share a little piece of this blame, because we as a whole, we don't band together to go fight the child support family court system. And it's hard because for every strong man, you got 10 simps. So when Bonquisha wiped that tuna fish smelling snatch on his lips or across his nose, and he know good and well he just came out of jail and he don't want to go back to Big Mama house, so he needs somebody's house he could play John Madden at. He gonna stand on her side, knowing she got all 4 of her baby fathers on child support. He gonna stand on her side because he's effeminate, he's soft, he's weak. He wasn't raised by his daddy, and he's only going by what other females told him. Because the black woman, she goes through a lot and she struggles so much. He should be by her side. So we won't band together to go fight the system. That's one. They have groups out here for that kind of stuff. But when you look at those groups, it's mainly the Caucasian male that are part of those groups. We as black men, like I said, we can't stand on the line for Air Jordan tennis shoes without killing each other. Now, imagine us standing on line to actually band together to actually change something in the system to benefit us. It's not going to happen. Now, the woman And if I sound like I'm repeating anything y'all say, please forgive me. But great minds think alike. The woman is 95% of the blame because she know good and well. Not only does she know how to use the system, she's taught how to use the system by the system, and it's knowledge that's perpetuated from generation to generation. See, because her grandmother taught her mother gonna teach her, she gonna teach her daughter how to use the system to benefit her. So when you see these women run around here and they taking pictures of their pregnancy and they saying, she's standing with Pookie or Ray Ray talking about we pregnant. No, Pookie don't want the baby. Pookie want her to go ahead and flush that baby down the toilet because he know what he in store for. Or not even Pookie and Ray Ray, any man, because I'm gonna say most of the time, there are occasions where you could get a female and you thinking that she's a woman, and then once she find out she's pregnant, all hell breaks loose. She shows her true colors. She shows like when she's not pregnant. Think about this: when she's not pregnant and you sitting on the couch not doing nothing with your life, you know what you are? You're her man that's trying to find his way in society. He's trying, grandma. He's trying, even though grandma telling you, look, that nigga ain't shit. He's trying. But the moment she get pregnant, you know what that man is sitting on that couch? Ain't shit nigga. Or if that man happens to get this woman pregnant and then he find out she cheating, she taking calls from a nigga in jail. And he say, I'm out. You know what she say? I'm gonna take your ass to child. I'm gonna go see them people tomorrow. I'm gonna put your ass on child support. The baby ain't even out the stomach yet, and already she's deeming him an unfit daddy because he want to leave the situation in which Hambone and Skillet is calling her phone collect 1 o'clock in the morning from the local penitentiary, and both these niggas in jail on drug and abuse charges. But automatically, because you want to leave the situation because you know it's not conducive to you, she gonna put you straight on papers. The baby not even out the womb yet, and she gonna put you on papers. Because, like I said, she's taught how to do that from the women in her life, the people around her, and the system will sit down with her in a room behind closed doors without you being there and tell her what to do, not only to trap you, to fuck your life up, and to get as much as they can out of you. Because a lot of people don't, and I'm gonna shut up after this. A lot of people don't know. My child support cases out of New York State. When a woman gets on welfare, the state takes a child support case out on the man. That's why
is that a New York thing, or is that a normal national thing, or is that a New York thing?
New York.
Yeah, so
it's here in Chicago as well.
Okay, so like I said, I'm fighting for my life, and the sheriff hands me a piece of paper, fighting cancer, adrenal gland cancer, fighting cancer to live, and they hand me a paper. So I know the system is not set up for no man. The system is not set up for a man. The woman can get child support, and after she get child support, you know what she could do? Because now you can get it on the card, the little debit card, right? So the woman can actually go off the grid. If you don't have visitation with her, a visitation case set up, she can go off the grid long as she getting child support, and you can go to the child support people and say, I haven't seen my child. I don't know if my child is alive. I'm worried about the welfare of my child. They will tell you if you say, I want visitation rights, I want custodial rights. You can tell them, I don't know where my child is, and they'll tell you, look, you have to serve her to get her in this court. But she can take you to court for child support. And in the state of New York, if she tried to serve you 3 times and fail, you know what the 4th time is, Nick?
What's that?
They put it on your door and they consider it you being served.
Wow.
She has to sign the paper. But the 4th time, they put it on your door and it's considered a legal serve.
Wow.
Now you can
you get picked up for pulled over for a speeding ticket.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you going to jail. You could be like, yo, would you send the paper to? We sent the paper to 123 Sesame Street. Y'all moved from there 10 years ago. Well, you didn't tell us your new address. Well, why should I? I pay child support. Why should I have to give you my address? I don't know where my child is. I don't know nothing about my child could be on Mars for all I know. You're not helping me, so why should I help you? Because when you do call Nick, and this is the worst thing about New York State child support. And I'm sorry, fellas, for being long-winded. When you
That's
call,
cool.
when you call, let's say they owe you money. You have a positive balance rate where you have a credit, and you say, I want my credit. When you call that number, you put your social security number in. The first thing they ask you is your name, your current address, your phone number, and your employer before they even ask you what are you calling for.
Hmm.
And if you refuse to answer any of those questions, the phone is hung up. For money
Man.
that is yours.
What the hell are y'all doing up there? Not y'all, you know what I mean. And Frickwell is New York, so yeah.
Well, you know what?
Mhm.
Brother Truth is he's absolutely correct in the sense of we men, not the males. So there's a difference.
Big difference. Big difference
Sure.
between male and men. Big difference.
And he's right. He's right and he's wrong, and I'll tell you how. He's right in the sense of us men are not banding together properly as we're supposed to be. And he's wrong because only the females can change this around. They're the only ones, because see, the power has been shifted until them. So by them having the power, they have to collectively stand up and say, you know what? You're destroying our families. You're destroying our men out here. No more. So until that happens, it's not going to change. It's going to get progressively worse. It's going to continue to divide and conquer and separate the families. Now, there are also a lot of men, as one of Nick's questions alluded to, that just don't give a damn. And as Truth says, a lot of men and the other gentleman said, there's a lot of men who's there who are getting penalized unnecessarily 2 and 3 times.
I would say to add on to what you were saying about, men might not be in the wrong and it's on the women. I would say for the most part, because of your status as a man, you are said provider. And when women see weakness and you aren't providing, and if you're not providing in a way that's conducive to the relationship, she will do whatever she can to find other means. So if you have, this is like pre or before having a child, she's already set in stone that if you're providing, that you're the one to go all the way. Hence why I keep going back to environment. Most men that are having children, for the most part, are able to provide for that. And when you get to the environment piece, if you're in a bad, this is why I keep going back to this. I would say that men are for the most part responsible. I disagree with the female part, because at the end of the day, it always comes back to the man. And when Truth was talking about men banding together, I can definitely relate to that being a big issue, because most men are, well, because of the economy and COVID, especially right now when a lot of people are being laid off, and people are just barely getting by. You're not really looking at the woman like, hey, I need you to do this, this, and this. You're usually looking towards the man, and he usually takes the biggest hit. That's why I believe that the man is in this case the biggest factor, and also why I have to highly advocate for people, protecting your seed, because once it's
Yeah, I've been
gone,
saying that for years. How many videos have I made where I said, "Men, you gotta protect your seed"? I don't know if y'all been following me for any amount of time, but I've been on here for years and I've been saying that. But go ahead,
And you
bro.
know what? And you're
yeah, and
absolutely
I
right.
only say that because I'm young, and I see how these young girls play games and how they're looking for the long haul. But it's just dangerous because, I look at people who do have children now, and they're not happy, at least in my age range for the most part. Financially, they don't have it. And it's just because they chose, to get some meow on the side. And, it's never good in the end if you don't have self-control.
And you know what?
And that's,
You know what?
yeah.
As one who's based in reality, you're absolutely right. I didn't really learn the term vetting the female before you do anything with her until I started watching YouTube. I am one of those gentlemen who was raised by a single mother. I am the eldest of three boys, so I was my brother's mother, father, and their brother when my mom was not there. They didn't do something, my ass got kicked. It was my grandmother who stepped in and my aunt who stepped in to assist me in growing. But one section that they could not do anything with, and that was properly vetting the females that we are around. Even I didn't even get that from my own father. Now, speaking with him now, currently, he says something that every child, every son wants to hear come out of his mouth. And he said, "I am proud of you, son." And the reason why he said that is because out of his own mouth, he admitted that he ain't and when you have that type of reality thrown at you after the fact that you already know this, as a child, you don't want to believe that you love your father or your mother unconditionally, but inherently you're not stupid. Your intelligence light bulbs pop off all around. So when he confirmed what I already knew, I knew that I was winning. On top of that, my dad never graduated out of third grade. So I beat him once when I graduated out of third grade. I beat him twice when I graduated out of grammar school. I beat him 3 times when I went to high school and graduated from there. I beat him a 4th time when I had my own 2 sons and raised them from pregnancy until teen. So I had it lit. But if I can do one thing over, I would properly vet the females before I even smelled the snatch.
Okay, I'm gonna throw this in. Well, I say, because all I have, mine is just opinion. There is no, I openly admit it, there is no experience in this particular thing of what I'm going to say. I feel now, I think, who knows? I could be wrong because I'm reared in the, I'm from Detroit's West Side. We started off in the Douglas Brewster projects, and then, when Dad came back from Vietnam, because we were in the Brewsters while he was in Vietnam. We were in public housing, but when he came back from Vietnam, of course, he like, and I'm like, there's that man, because I'm a little, I'm a little boy, I'm little, and I was just happy to see him, you know what I mean, and we're out of there now. Granted, we got out of the Brewsters and into a neighborhood, but still, this Detroit is just, I tell people, Detroit, I say it over and over again. Detroit is like the Matrix. Can't nobody tell you what, can't nobody explain to you what the Matrix is. You have to see it, experience it for yourself. Because when people go to Detroit with me, they tell me, bruh, I love you. I ain't never coming back here again. And I'll be like, oh man, come on. They're like, man, I'm like, it's not me. I try to be, I try to be cordial. And but anyway, I see it like this. I had a blueprint because I had dad and I had mom and I got brothers and sisters and whatnot. So I'm thinking maybe if I didn't have him, who knows? I may have felt susceptible to the same system, as a lot of other young men do, black, white, and Hispanic. Because I tell people I'm in South Texas now, large Hispanic community. They have a huge one thing I noticed with them. You got a lot of single women that have one, maybe two kids in the Hispanic community here, or you have an ERVC1. That's my homeboy. He right here. He right up the road from me. Me and him know each other personally, as in punching each other in the chest, look at each other in the face. His pickup truck is in my driveway. How about that? But the ones that normally have the large families, they're married in the Hispanic community down here. You know what I mean? And they got a gang of kids, but you see a whole bunch of single women with one or two kids. You know what I mean? So, but I'm thinking the system is set up to feed itself because it know it's going to survive because it knows that people are going to make mistakes. And then I look at this like that. Here's another part. The penalty for you not paying child support is they put you in jail. Okay, so they put the guy in jail. He definitely can't pay now. So when you get out of jail, you're already in the hole. So you're trying to find a job. You have a jail record. You see they're waiting on you to cut that first check because they're going to rip that check from you. You're going to have to subject yourself to some sort. Now, this isn't a blanket statement because we know there are men that are exceptions to the rule. Most men are going to have to subject themselves to some sorts of substandard way of living, to feed that machine that they know it's coming out of, because I'm an employer. I own a company. Okay. I know what it is, when I got to take child support, I don't have a lot of that. I only got one guy that I got to take it out of there. And it's a sizable chunk. But, now on his part, this is going to be a question I'm going to ask y'all, because this is the part that don't get me. I've always wanted children. I got children, but I always wanted a son. I wanted a son when I was a boy. You know what I'm saying? And here this guy is. He's a good worker. ERVC1, he know who it is. I'm talking about Ken. ERVC. I'm talking about Ken. So he know who I'm talking about. And because he knows who he is. And you have a son with a girl and you don't spend no time with him. He don't want nothing. And that I mean, of course, I can't say anything because it's his life. You know what I'm saying? But it drives me nuts because there are men out there that's like me that want it. You know what I mean? And here this
I would
guy
say something. I'll speak on that real quick. That from my experience as a guy who wants a son, the only thing that would drive you away from your son is the woman.
I know her. She wants him. No, she ain't trying to keep him away. She's not trying to keep. She know what she called. When are you gonna come get your son? When are you gonna do this with your son? I own the company. She knows me. She used to bring the boy by the office, my office, to see him. I don't get it. Cause see, she done moved on. She got another man. You know what I'm saying? And she don't bring him around. She just want, and for a while he was doing it for about 2 months on the weekend. You know, he go pick him up. You know what I mean? He go and he bring him and we go, we chill and whatnot. Then all of a sudden it just stopped. Now I see the boy now, he's a teenager. I see him when I'm in the bank. He walked up behind me and he grabbed me and he hugged me, scared the shit out of me. You know, I hadn't seen him in, 3-4 years. And you know how much you grow from 14 to 17. You know what I'm saying? You grow like a weed. I know I did. Because when I graduated high school, I was 6 foot even, 192 pounds. So, so I'm a big kid. And I talked to him and whatnot, but I didn't bring it up. He never mentioned it. And I can see it in his face because I got kids. I'm a grown man. It hurts him that his own father, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it drives me. He's a good kid. That's the killer. He's a good kid. He's doing, it's only so much I can expect of him, and no diss to the women of being raised by a woman, because a woman ain't gonna make a boy a man. Just like a man ain't gonna make a woman a girl. I taught my girls what I expect of them as human beings and what I expect out of men, but that's where it stops. Then the rest is on their mother. But I see overall, I agree with both of y'all, because both of you, all three of y'all, at the end of the day, y'all say it start with the men, because you got to be selective and protective of your seed. Now, we do know deception is out here. We know, we've seen some. I've heard this. I've heard females plot to get pregnant just so they can get on the state deal. I've heard it with my own ears. And that freaks me out. And I'll be like, okay, this dude ain't gonna fall for this okie doke. He's smarter than that, right? Nope. And so who do I blame? Because I'm one of them. I always say there's enough blame to go around. Because, dude, you didn't have to do it. Yeah, is she a gamer? Yep. Is she trifling? Yep. Is she crooked? Yeah. But here's the thing. Open your eyes. You know what I'm saying?
It always goes back to the guy.
Yeah.
It always does. Because at the end of the day, you still chose to give her your seed. And so you sow the seed that you give. And at any point, for the most part, most people are telling you that this person isn't, really good. And if your mindset isn't to the point where you aren't aware of that, then you're gonna get you're gonna be put in a bad situation. And that just goes back on him or the environment that he's been put into.
Yeah, because the hit. Now I'm gonna ask this question, and I'm gonna roll backwards from Truth because he ain't spoken a while, and then I'm gonna roll back through. Then I'm gonna hit Rasta, and then I'm gonna hit Zach. And Zach, that's a cool T-shirt, man. That's popping, man. I like that.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I like that.
Loading all the time. I like that. I walk around and white people just look at me, and I'm just like,
Brother Nick.
Yes, sir.
Let me add, before you go, let me add just one quick thing.
Sure, go ahead, sir.
Or as Truth would say, make this short and sweet. Shout out to Truth Teller 14. I watch it, buddy.
Appreciate you, brother.
So listen, I am here to serve as a huge cautionary tale. Here's what I mean by that. Another reason why my channel is based on reality and its name, Rasta's Realities, because it is my reality. My reality is your reality, believe it or not. When I met my second son's mother, something happened to me that has never happened to me before and since then. My didn't work.
Oh boy.
Let me say that again. My didn't work. No matter what she tried to do, it didn't work. I took that as when I got mature enough to understand what was going on. And after putting myself in this situation with her, and the system. That was, I took it as Father God or the Spirit or whomever saying red flag, red flag, red flag. No, fuck that. Red banner, red banner, red banner. And I did
Lights
not
and
listen.
streamers and firecrackers going off.
Neon being shot with BB guns. I still it's just didn't click in.
That's a good thing. Hey, that may have turned out to be a good thing.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. I have my daughter, and her mother, went from peace, tranquility, and serene life to all hell. And I made myself a promise. I said I will never have another biological child ever again, and I stuck to my word because I didn't understand the importance of protecting my seed. When I had my daughter, I was in what was I forgot the name of the hospital, Albert Einstein Hospital. I think it was Albert Einstein, one or the other. And I was talking to this old man about what I was going through, and he said, "Son, you ever heard the term protect your seed?" I said, "No, sir." And he said, "Forgive the vulgarity for all the women in the room." He said, "Sometimes your seed is better off going down the drain than into the womb of a woman." I was like, God damn, that makes sense. So
one of them hard truths.
One of them hard truths, man. I'm 39. After I had my daughter, I said, that's it. Nothing on planet Earth. If somebody came up to me and said, "Nigga, have another baby with your baby mother, or I'm gonna kill you," I say, "Brother, you ain't got to pull the trigger. I'll swallow that shit myself." I don't want you to be a murderer. Don't go to jail. It ain't gonna happen. Nothing on planet Earth could ever make me have another child. Nothing on planet Earth. Because I my brother, 10 kids by 10 different women.
God damn. See, that's what I was talking about. Then the well-meaning brothers get torched.
Yo, he don't pay child support. He never been in family court. Them women just say,
My dad too.
Yeah, them women say, "Oh, he ain't shit," and they just leave him be. And so I'm like, what the fuck? Me, yo, I got proof of all the shit I have to go through. I'm like, yo, this nigga he ain't got to go to. All right, I'm good. That's it. No more children for me. I got 4 girls. I got 3 stepdaughters and 1 biological child. I promise you, man of my word, if the human race depended on me going out there populating, fellas, it's nice to know you, but the human race stops. If I have the last fertile piece of sperm on planet Earth, and they say, "Truth, we need you to give your sperm and put it in this woman's womb," I'll jump in front of the Amtrak train. You can get it from my dead body. But it won't, not me. But go ahead, Nick. I'm sorry.
Now you said the dead body. Man, I remember reading O'Shea had done this story about some what do they call them? Instagram chick thought, whatever they call them.
Insta thoughts.
That Insta thought, okay, that follow around dudes, I guess rappers and ball players, entourages, and all kind of other stuff. And
Groupies.
a guy,
Groupies.
Oh yeah, groupies. There you go.
Yep.
And a guy, some rapper, I can't remember, but O'Shea was talking about him, and they done a deal. I mean, he done the do, but he used protection, and apparently he threw it in the trash can of the hotel suite.
Let me speak on that before you finish. Let me speak on that before you finish.
What's the Insta thought? It's these girls that go. I think it's called Instagram, that they go on and they just show pictures like they're supposed to be modeling and all pretty and with filters and all this makeup and fake ass hair and all this other crap. And they're groupies. They follow around these rap dudes that I don't know what the fuck these kids are saying nowadays. I'm like, have y'all ever heard of Eric B. and Rakim? Have you ever heard of EPMD? You can actually hear what they're saying. Hell, Biz Markie could rap. He was goofy, but he could rap. keys. But no, Irv, that's what a insta thought is, if but best of my knowledge. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So I'm messing around with this girl.
Hold on, sir. Hold on. I need you to speak. I knew this was going to be a good story. Can you please speak loud and slow, sir?
Okay. Just so that people can understand.
Yes.
Messing around with this girl, and this is the first time I was able to go to her house. Parents were gone, me being young. I'm like, all right, let's go.
Was you a teenager or?
No, this happened like a year ago.
Oh crap! Okay.
Yeah, this is real recent. And my one model is whatever you bring in is you take out. So after we do what we do, I throw my stuff in the trash, and this is just because I'm going to the bathroom, and I thought, oh no, that's not good. I go back, I grab it, and she goes, well, what you doing? I'll take care of that later. And I'm like, nah, I can't do that. And she was like, what, you don't trust me? And I was like, no. And the look on her face was just like, and she just laughed. I was like, I take whatever I bring in, and it comes out with me. And after that, it's kind of off, but like she understood that I take my seeds with me. Can't
Hold on, sir.
them.
You deserve this right here, sir. Hold on.
I'll put it like this. I've heard too many stories that I don't need to experience it. And what I mean by that is you've heard stories of people so many stories of people who do crack. You don't need to do it to know what it is or what could possibly happen.
Yeah.
So
I see the crackhead laying in the gutter or stinking or rolling over a trash can, laying on top of a dumpster. I'm not going to go, hey man, let me try some of that. I mean, are you insane? Are you insane? But yeah, bro, go ahead.
Yeah, that's pretty. I just left with my seed, but when soon as you said that he throws it in the trash can, I already knew that's not what you do. Is either you flush it, you take it with you, or no, that's it. You take it or flush it, whatever the two is.
This guy didn't do neither, and she took it, and she is one of the. He's not like a big giant rapper, I don't think, but he's, you know what I mean, one of these mumble. I had no idea. Somebody said mumble rap.
Big
I said,
enough
what?
for her to take it.
Yeah, so she took it. Well, and plus I have to look at it like this too. A lot of them are misguided, just as some young men are. There's misguided young women as well as there's misguided young men. We see them every day.
And that
of all stripes.
I'm sorry, Nick. That all boils down to a little girl. I'm sorry, a female in her late teens, early adult age won't know to do that unless she is taught that. And 9 times out of 10, her lessons come from the television, her peers, or Jocasta living in her. Her mother living in her house.
Jocasta,
Mm-hmm.
bruh, she impregnated herself. She kept it, and until she was in her what do you call it? Her time. When
Trimester?
when she's when they're most fertile, the easier, when they know it's easier for them to. I keep forgetting the
Ovulation.
word. It's actually ovulate. Yeah, ovulation period. And she impregnated herself, and she got pregnant. Now here's the thing: she took him to court. I have to try to find it. I say because I got this story from O'Shea Duke Jackson. Shout out O'Shea. Went to court. She admitted. Yep, and I will see, Irv. I wasn't gonna throw you under the bus, because you my brother and I love you to death. But since he threw it out there, I mean, I'll just leave it alone. But I wasn't gonna say nothing because me and you we in the same gang. And before y'all think, I know his wife. I know his sons. I know his daughters. I done told his daughter's car. He done drove my he kept my 70 Chevrolet pickup truck, small block to ride around in. I got his 99 Silverado in my driveway right now. So I think it's safe to say that, me, because some people don't know each other away from YouTube. I actually knew him prior to YouTube. So, hell, we worked at the same company. We worked, both of us were service writers at Pep Boys. How about that? That was a long time ago.
Serving
But
everything less.
we were both service writers at Pep Boys together. The test came back, it was 99.98, 5% is yours. Yeah, she got you. So anyway, the chick, she admitted to the judge that she done what she done. She admitted it and told the judge, I took it out of the trash. You know what I mean? I threw it in the freezer. I tied a knot in it. I threw it in the freezer till my ovulation period, and I put it in me, and I'll be damned, it worked. And guess what? The judge told him that he got to pay. Ain't that something? Here's another story. Like I say, because I'm from Detroit. This is a local story from my home. Like I say, I go back to visit. I say hi to everybody. Pass out some of this sweet, delectable Texas barbecue, and I'm out. Because I already know I ain't going back home and get shot on a humbug and leave my family and my business down here. You know what I'm saying? What do you call it? To rust on the vine, to, wilt on the tree. And a woman admitted that she put this guy on child support. That, yeah, they had consensual sex, but he wasn't the father. She picked him as the father because out of the 4 men that she had swapped bodily fluids with during that ovulation period. So, man, she busy. What they call that? The cock carousel, right? I think that's what they call it, the carousel. And so this one's a bum. I really didn't like this one. He just caught me when I was, I had an itch and I had to scratch it. This one here has a job. He's, mission oriented. He's not a thug. So she picked him. She said it was him. The state of Michigan hit him up. He said it wasn't him. He didn't pay it, put him in jail. Blood tested him, everything. Find out it was like one of them, you are 0.003. Basically, it ain't your kid. She came clean in the courtroom. I got the video. I got the live feed from the courtroom on my computer. How about that?
Yikes.
She came clean and admitted that she picked him out of the 4 guys that she had had sex with during her ovulation period because of this. She just picked him. And the state of Michigan said he still has to pay.
She should go to jail for that.
Exactly. But and I say about this now, we talk about man's world and women's liberation movement and all this other stuff. These laws on the books were written by men. They were authored by men. They were signed into law by men. Now, where we make the jokes about, but that judge know when he go home, his wife gonna be giving him a hard time. We joke around like that. These laws were written by men and etched in stone by men, and they are enforced by men against other men. And this is why I say, and dudes get mad at me when I say sometime, but they don't understand what I'm getting at. Men are men's worst enemy.
Yes, sir.
Men are men's worst, because every law that a man suffers behind, like Irv says, a scandalous woman is enforced by a man. Because who's gonna come to Rasta's house to get him to serve him the paper? It's probably gonna be a man, a constable with some papers. That's coming to Rasta's house. He gonna say, "Yo, man, what are you giving me this paper for?" And he gonna tell him, and he gonna and then when he leave, and then if Rastas don't come down on the day he say, that same man coming back with some other men to take you down here to stand in front of another man to be torched by a woman. That is the craziest shit in the world to me. So do women game the system? Yes. Do some of them play the system? Yes. Do some of them admit it? Yes. But who enforces it?
Yeah.
And now you got they're heralding this some district that's I think it's in Atlanta where the entire family court system, and they proud of it. They took a picture. It's all black women from top to bottom. They hold every position. I think it's Atlanta. Somebody in the chat might correct me, but I think I know it's in Georgia, but I think it's Atlanta. Now, what chance do you think a brother got dealing with a scorned chick in a courtroom ran by women? You're dead meat.
A snowball's chance in hell, sir.
You're not gonna make. So here's the thing. I'm a tactician. I'm a soldier. I played football. My first thing with tactics is playing football. Because if people think it's just somebody throwing a ball and a guy running the ball and a guy trying to attack, and they don't understand that there's actually tactics and planning, you know what I mean, behind football. If they never play, they don't get it. There's tactics and plans behind here. I know I'm not going to win in that system, in that particular courtroom. So know what I got to do? I got to do everything in the world to make sure I don't go to that fucking courtroom, because I'm going to get torched. I'm going to get torched. But anyway, I'm sorry.
I got a nice one.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say then Rastas, and then Zakiba. Go ahead.
I know a guy, real good friend of mine. His daughter is in television and movies, signed big contracts. This man works for the state of New York. His daughter makes more money in a year than he makes in 10. And he still pays child support for her.
Wow.
I'll give you another one.
That hurt.
I got a paper about 2 years ago, said I'm in arrears. I had 31 days to pay my arrears, or I have a bench warrant issued for my arrest. My driver's license will be suspended, and I will be arrested. Ask me how much if anybody guessed how much my arrears was for, I'll give you $100 right now.
$7.
$7. No, sir. Go ahead, Mr. Rasta.
40,000.
No, sir. Nick, you want to take a shot at it?
$5.
No, sir. I was in arrears for 92 cents, and they threatened to arrest me in the state of New York for 92 cents. Nick, it cost me more than 92 cents to mail them the 92 cents.
Are you kidding me?
If I'm, you know what, bro? You know me, Nick. I'll show you. If you want to see the paper, I'll be happy to show it to you.
I'm with you, bro.
I said,
my goodness.
I said, y'all can't take this on the back on the next go round. 92. No. I had a situation where the family court system, computer system went down for 90 days. It went down, and then they tell me I'm going to get arrested for their system going down if I don't pay the money that they wasn't getting. How you gonna make me pay because you failed yourself?
I had a driver get arrested about 5 years ago. He was at the scale state, because we got to go through the weight scales, big trucks, scales open, you got to stop, they scale your truck, check your paperwork and everything. They arrested him, left my truck loaded at the damn scale. I'm calling him. Nobody's answering. You know what I mean? It's going to voicemail. I call Mike, the company cell phone, call his personal cell phone. I'm freaking out. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? Because I just talked to him an hour ago. I actually jumped in my pickup truck, drove down there, actually jumped in ERVC1's pickup truck, drove down there, drove down to the, I'm like, because I'm thinking, did he slide off the road? You know what I mean? Because we're in a kind of rural part of Texas. You know what I mean? Is he in a ditch somewhere? It's dark. Can't see him. You know what I mean? Or something like this. And there's my truck at the scale house. I go, what the hell is going on here? Oh, the driver of that truck was arrested. For what? A refusal to pay child support. Refusal. I'm like, I'm his boss. Every time when y'all send a letter, you know what I'm saying? When stuff changed, when his pay scale changed, I make the adjustments. I ain't never missed a payment. Send it because, you know, he don't pay it. Technically, I pay it. You know, I just take it, you know, out of his check and I mail it. And I said, that's bullshit. I mail it every day, every 2 weeks. I mail that thing. He said, I don't know. I know he arrested. There's that's your truck. Yeah. Can you show me proof of ownership? It's in the truck. You know, truck was locked. I got my own keys. Oh, you got keys? And know why I got keys, dude? Because it's my fucking truck. That's how I got keys. I guess it's true, but he just, I guess,
to impound that drone.
I guess he figured, you know, then I told him, I said, you see this number on the side of the hood? Yeah. You know, we highway patrol contractors, right? Yeah. So you going to man, I'm telling, I left Irv's pickup truck there. See, I didn't tell him I left his pickup truck there. Y'all see, now I'm throwing myself. I'm ratting on myself. I left his pickup truck there and I drove my truck back. Then I got a little tow truck and I drove back and I got his pickup truck impounded at your yard. Yeah. And I picked up my own truck. I picked the Kenworth, or the white and red Kenworth. I picked it up myself and I'm like, ain't this some shit? They released him. It was something he done a change of address. He moved. He even had the paperwork where he went to the county, you know what I'm saying, and showed them, yeah, nah, bro, that's your truck. And I still ain't done the paperwork for the title. You gave it to me and I don't know what the fuck I done with it, bro. I'm serious. I'm man, they like, what are y'all I'm serious. I gotta find that paperwork. I know you gave it to me. It's in here somewhere. And he done a change of address. They system fucked it up. He still had the paperwork. He went after I paid his bail and him got out, he took it down there and showed it to him. They still ain't took that off his record yet.
I got a better one.
Now tell me this system ain't jack.
Yeah, I got another one for you, Nick.
This shit.
If let's say you paying child support for the total life expectancy of that child, let's just say you paying $40,000 in child support, right?
Okay.
In the state of New York, if you get behind in child support, they report the whole $40,000 to the credit bureau.
Not what you wait a minute, but if I didn't pay $20,000 of that $40,000,
no sir, they report the whole $40,000 to the credit bureau, and that shit is on your credit. And if you can go and pay to get it out of the arrears, that shit is on your credit for 90 to 180 days.
Man, what?
Now imagine you trying to buy a house and boom, $40,000 debt, $40,000 debt, or you trying to get a car, you got a $40,000 debt pop up. Or you trying to buy a truck, you know, a new truck for your business, and a $40,000. Who's going to do business with you knowing you owe somebody $40,000?
Nobody. I wouldn't. Because I figure if you defaulted on them, you're going to default on me.
And the state of New York will do this every time. Every time. You can owe 1 penny to the state of New York. They're gonna put what you owe them on a piece of paper that costs more than $1. Send it out with postage a penny. Send it out with postage that costs more than a penny, and spend time report it to the credit bureau that you owe them $40,000 over 1 brown penny.
Jesus, man,
this is how the circle continues.
Rastas,
you know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna run y'all down.
Yeah,
I'm gonna run y'all down.
Let's not forget this. I'm sorry, sir. Because I just want everybody to know before you go making babies, really understand how the system will get you. Another thing the system will do, if there's some cases, if the mother puts the child in any kind of extracurricular activity and she's on welfare, she can take that receipt down to the family court and submit it to child support, and child support will make you pay for it, whether you see that child or not. So if she want to put her child in ice skating class that costs $1,500 a month, you might have to pick the tab up. Nobody will talk to you. Nobody will ask you anything. You will get the tab. Another thing they'll do, if you get a job and this mother has health benefits for the child and you have health benefits on your job, there's no which one is better for the child. They will fuck around, make you put that child on there without even telling you. You'll get a letter from your job, your health benefits department, stating that the child is now on here. This is how much it's going to cost, and then they'll get slick. They'll mail you the card, and with the intentions of you mailing that mother the card. Basically, your medical, vision, and dental cards. They'll mail it to you after they just fucked you in the ass, and then want you to go ahead and send her the flowers. Hey, I'll give you another thing they'll do. This is all in the state of New York. If you're going to go out there and you're going to run amok and you're going to procreate like ain't no tomorrow, don't take your ass in New York. Another thing the state of New York will do. I seen it. I couldn't believe it. I seen a woman drag her child in the courtroom, curse the fucking child. Excuse my mouth, because the child shouldn't be cursed. Curse the child out. Tell the child, sit your fucking ass in this seat. The judge heard the mother curse at the child. The man stood up and the man said, Your Honor, I believe I should have full custody because the mother of my child shows that she's unfit. She came into the courtroom cursing the child out. The bailiff right here had to control her. And as you see, the child wants to come to me, doesn't want nothing to do with her. The woman can get up there and says, fuck that nigga, he ain't shit. Fuck him, fuck him, fuck him. You know what the judge will say? I don't appreciate y'all coming in here acting immature. I said, what the hell did that man say that was so immature? The judge belittled that man like he did something wrong.
Had a baby with her.
Yeah. This is why I was so against fathers leaving the situation. But now that I'm older and I see it, listen, sometimes you want to jump on the grenade and save the world. But then most of the time you're like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to save myself. You call me a deadbeat. You can call me whatever you want. Because I only got my hands. I can't beat Mike Tyson. And the system is Mike Tyson. No matter how much I train, he's going to knock me the fuck out. So I'd rather just not stand in front of him. So y'all got it.
No matter how old Mike Tyson is.
Yeah,
Mike got win. I don't care. Yeah, Mike Tyson got them hands. He got them hands.
Yeah, you win. I don't feel like getting my jaw broke and my eye knocked out the fucking socket. Now I want to remember what happened yesterday and today. So you win. You got it. That's the system. After a while, Nick, and if you can't afford a lawyer, trust me, that lawyer is going to milk you dry, because even the lawyer know how to get the money out of you, because he know the twists and the turns to make the situation prolong. By the time you finish paying lawyers, and in the state of New York, don't let her get a lawyer, and she's paying child support. I mean, you paying child support, they'll fuck around, tax some of her bill onto you.
Yeah, you paying for her lawyer.
Well, all right. Well, I'm gonna do this here. I'm gonna give each one of y'all, I'll start with Rasta. You got 5 minutes to say. I mean, besides, set the house on fire, beat somebody to death with a baseball bat, something like that. But you got, you got 5 minutes to tell the folks, these 38 people out here, whatever you want to tell them, bro. Go ahead.
You touched on something, Brother Nick, that I learned later in life, and that is to big tactical in my movements. If I could speak to my previous self, I would bitch at me like my mom bitched at me until I got it. Once I did become tactical, life became easier. The hatred at the mother, the anger, all of that, it dissipated when I became tactical, and I figured out the traps. I figured out the verbiage that she would use to try to set me off, and it didn't work anymore. At that point, even though I was losing via the system, I'm still winning.
Excuse me, hold on. I'm sorry, bro. Repeat that part again about the verbiage. Every man needs to hear that. That was great.
Well, because here's the thing. I'm in security management, and I had to learn the hard way because I'm not a follower. I'm a leader. It chose me. I didn't choose it. And I learned by hook or crook that you have to listen to what people say. People of this world are looking to get a reaction. No matter how much money they have, no matter how much better education they have, they're still looking to make you act a damn fool. And in doing that, it's even true for our sisters. She used to always get me with the verbiage. And I used to get pissed at myself like, damn, why am I constantly falling for this same trick? Until I said, you know what? I'm tired of scraping my knees and falling in this hole, getting shot with a bazooka, et cetera, et cetera. I got something better for you. So then I began to open up, my own businesses. I have some background in wood shop and carpentry. So I started using that to get a little money on the side where they couldn't do anything. I started doing some bodyguard work, and doing bodyguard work. Well, now when a motherfucker step out of line, I get to whoop on your ass legally, and I'm gonna take the frustrations out on you that I want to take out on my son's mother and the system. That way, I'm still winning. So now we go to what Brother Zach was saying regarding how the females would willingly and openly commit fraud, and it's accepted. Why is it that you cannot be jailed for a light bill, a gas bill, a student loan debt, but you can be jailed for child support as if you committed fraud? Jail is for people who do things wrong. Here's the other thing, and this is the last one I'll finish up with. Even when they lock you up, you have now lost your means of support and supporting the child, so they say. But they still get money off you via the state anyway, because of what is it? Every 8 hours they get $150, something like that. My numbers may be off, but either way, they still sticking you. You are the pig. So it's like the 3 Little Pigs story. Build your house out of bricks. You ain't got to worry about the wolf.
Wow, that was great, man. Zach, let us have it, bro. This is the final round.
What I can say based off this whole conversation is, for me being a young man and growing up in this world and seeing it for what it is, it's very hard I shouldn't say hard. It is challenging to maneuver and not have proper guidance where I'm currently at. And to be able to be on this panel and speak and hear other opinions on how the world works is very necessary, I would say, for proper growth. And seeing the young girls that they are now is very upsetting. Because, you know, you would like to build and marry someone who you can hold dear for the rest of your life. But when you see a lot of these young girls creating OnlyFans and, you know, wearing scandalous clothing.
I've heard of OnlyFans, and I can honestly tell you, outside of hearing people talk about it, I don't know what it is. I love being blind. I love it.
So let me do it slow and tell you, OnlyFans is a website based for women, where they show off pretty much any body part that they have.
Okay, what they feel is their most valuable possession. Basically,
it's the most valuable possession, and they show it off to the internet for a price.
Gotcha.
And
it's a Patreon.
For me, yes, Patreon for women.
Okay, that makes okay. I understand that.
It's very discouraging because, you know, now you have to add into your conversation when you're talking to your women, you know, do you have an OnlyFans account? Because the amount of young girls now that are being indoctrinated into creating this, like this is the good thing to do. It's upsetting, and then, you know, you want to have babies. You know, I'm young. I would like to have sex, and now I have to actually be highly conservative of my seed because a lot of women are devious and they hide it behind a smile, and we all know as men that those smiles are very deceiving. Your first love was very, very I don't even know how I should say. Oh, it was a feeling unlike no other, and now you have to be very cautious of even that because you don't know the woman's background for the most part. A lot of young men like myself haven't been properly trained on you know, watch your company. And so every day is a fight, and I would say thank you for you, you know, Sly, Nick, Taylor, everyone posting videos, because even though even though censorship is very strong and deep, the amount of information that I can take in peace helps me so much more. Yeah, I think that'd be it. You know, I'll stay as vigilant as I can and keep following and learning, because that's where I'm at because I want to create a company and I want to build, but in order to do that, I have to watch and learn. So thank you for having me on this panel.
Man, you're welcome. You're welcome back. When we have some other stuff, this is how we get people in. You know what I mean? Because we all get each other in different ways. And just like Truth Teller, he the one got me in, even though I already had a channel, but he the one got me on O'Shea Duke channels, Duke Jackson thing. And the first time I was on there, he was, "Where the fuck have you been?" And I'm like, I've been right here, because I used to I had a prepper channel. I didn't do a whole bunch of this stuff here. But he like, "Oh man, wait a minute. No, what you doing next tomorrow? Man, you leading off tomorrow. Fuck that." You know, and but that's it. But that's good if that's all you got. All right, now we got the last one left. Oh boy, y'all got y'all helmet on, your football helmet?
Lock your windows and close your doors. I'm about to drop the ball.
Let me tighten up my chin strap, man. Where my elbow pad? God dang.
Brother Truth and Brother Nick.
Yes, sir.
Is it possible? Because everyone told a brief horror story. I didn't tell one.
Sure.
If you want to hear,
go ahead. No, you go.
Sir,
go ahead.
Do it all yours, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. We push Truth to the back because he always pushed me to the back. So
all the time.
you know.
Fuck him.
See. So go ahead, Rasta.
That's because you be talking about all the fresh, refreshing water that he has and stuff like that.
Come on, Rasta. Don't do that, Rasta. You was cool, bro. You was cool. Hey, Zach, I fuck with you, Zach. I don't fuck with nobody else in this panel. I fuck with you, Zach.
Woo.
Okay, so check this out. Now, my son, both of my sons would get dropped off here where I stay, and they got basically associated with my current lady. Both of my sons didn't want to leave. I'm pretty sure they verbalized that. Their actions showed that when they went back home. You know, as everybody said, you know, being called a deadbeat, even though I'm paying, even though I'm spending time, I've raised mine and another child that wasn't mine. I got tired of hearing and being called a deadbeat. So I became tactical, as Nick would say. And I proposed something to the mother. I said, how about he's a young man now, he's about to be a teenager. You have done your job, you have carried him to term. He is not a child anymore, he's a teenager, he needs a man. And I can kill two birds with one stone. I can show him what it means to be a man, him being around a man all the time. And you can no longer call me a deadbeat. At first, initially, she agreed to it, but I think she thought about it. I also let her know that I don't want anything from you. I don't want anything from you. I just want my son. Let me do what I'm supposed to be doing. No. Time go by. I'm at an overnight shift on my second job. I get a phone call and a text and a news story sent to me via the text as well, saying that my son was in the hospital. Somebody done tried to turn his body into Swiss cheese with 9 bullets to the gut.
Damn.
Meaning someone, either he knew the person who aired him out, or they walked right up on him and gave him 9 shots to his guts.
Damn.
As a result of that, I mean, at the same time, my sister's mother had died. So I had already planned to go to that funeral, even though I was tired from the overnight shift and the other job. I went to the hospital and spent that whole night and the previous day monitoring my son. He had at least 10, 15 bottles of opioids connected to his body. The tubes down his throat. It's in his guts. His whole abdomen was still wide open. They left it open. And they covered it up while they monitored him. My son knew I was there because when I would speak to him, he would acknowledge me. He would nod, things of that nature. Even though he was high, he's as he's ever gotten. He's a pot smoker. I don't approve of it. And I said to him jokingly, "You're getting high as you've ever been in your whole entire life." And he nodded and he tried to laugh, but due to the pain, he couldn't laugh and things of that nature. Even after that, and he got healed, that same rhetoric, that same verbiage was still coming out of her mouth. This child has suffered a great trauma that even I, as a 44-year-old male in Chicago, whom survived 7 times, I should have been killed, and I survived. So that told me that I'm here to do something. If I survived 7 times in Chicago, I'm pretty sure you hear the stories. They're all true, and they're worse. If I survived 2 fires, a few asthma attacks, literally being stabbed in the back with a knife, being shot at. I'm talking about I can hear the bullets going past my ear. I can hear the wind. And I'm in an open lot. What saved me? Whatever my purpose was. The same thing that saved my son. Now he's missing some organs, but he's alive. Brother, truth is yours.
Brother, I hope you do nothing but prosper from here on out.
Hell yeah. How do we follow that up? Listen, all I can say is, bro, that was wow.
Well, at least all mine what happened in Afghanistan and Iraq. Mine didn't happen here in the United States.
Damn.
That's
Well,
deep.
hey, Rasta, look at it like this, man. At least you ain't got to deal with Nick Taylor and Super Slot 75 on a daily basis.
Man, now see,
I think I'd rather take some of them bullets and them knife stabs than have to deal with them two.
do you want me to get Sly on the horn? You want me to get Sly on the horn?
You get him, and I'm flagging this damn video down. I already put my threat in the thing. I'm gonna flag this damn video. You think I'm playing with you?
No, you gonna come on here?
Oh, and speaking of children and women, you would never guess who stabbed me in the back with the knife. You would never guess.
Hold on, let me guess. I'm gonna take 3 guesses. Was it Donald Trump?
Nope.
All right. Was it the evil white man hiding behind the tree?
Nope.
The KKK.
No.
I have no idea. You go ahead, brother. I have no idea.
My stepsister.
Gee.
My dad's wife's daughter. And the reason is going to blow your mind. And this is before I even had any kids.
I want to hear this. Go ahead.
Because I wouldn't have sex with her.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta be, man.
Are you serious? They go that East Coast shit for you.
She a Philly girl? She a Philly girl?
No, dude, at that time, I was into 10-speed, skateboards, video games, and carpentry. So sex wasn't even, I sing the girls, they look good, they smell nice, but that wasn't where my head was. And I got penalized for not having sex. Talk about a black man in America. No, she was from Kansas City.
Oh, shit. Damn, my partner in crime is up there. He on the restaurant. Well,
hey, look, let me tell y'all this. You see, look at my avatar real good, fellas. Anybody who doesn't have a child, anybody who pays child support know what that word is. That motherfucker shows up on your pay stub, and there's a hyphen next to Garn that says child. I'm going to tell you this. What is it? ADP? Is that the system I use for my pay? Let me see. I don't want to lie to y'all. ADP. Yeah, ADP sends me a message Thursday, 12 midnight, my time, to let me know, hey, we got it before you got it. Every time I get paid, that's who sees my money first before the American government sees it. He gets his cut. That's my black pastor right there.
wow.
Right there. I'm just showing you his first name. First name is Garn. His whole name is hyphen. It's Garn Child. Fellas, I tell you this. If you do not have children, and I'm not one of them people telling you don't go run out there and have kids because these motherfucking women is crazy. I had a conversation with Lisa the other day on the phone. It was a great conversation. It was about, I'm not even going to say what the conversation was about because we might want to do a Black Avenger on that one day. But a lot of things came into to clarity. A lot. All I can say is, if you make a mistake and you have a child, and I say a mistake because trust me, a woman will present herself as if she's Jill Scott, and then once that baby is in her womb and it's starting to show itself, she will turn into Cardi B in the blink of a fucking eye. Superman can't change that fucking fast, and we've seen how he changed. All I can tell you is, protect your seed as if that seed is the most valuable, and it technically is the most valuable thing you will ever own. Not your money, not your car, not your house, not your wallet, protect your seed. Understand where you planting your seed before you plant it. Because once it's planted, I hate to say it, you don't control it anymore. That seed will once that seed is planted, it might be a weapon turned against you.
Weaponizing children.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. You ever seen? Remember the movie? Remember the Thor movie where Mjolnir hit the ground and he couldn't take it out the dirt? That's your seed if you play it wrong. And what did he do? He cried in the rain on his knees because he couldn't believe it. This is mine. What you mean? This is mine. I can't take it with me? No. Don't believe all of this Black Lives Matter shit. Let me tell you, black man, your life does not matter, because the same woman who out there marching with BLM t-shirts on and telling you how the white man is the devil, we need to get Trump out of here, the moment she is mad at your black ass, she's calling the devil, not a devil, the devil, which is the police. That's how their words, not mine, to come knock you upside your fucking head, throw you in that monkey cage, and have you confide to the system until the system wants you out of there. She has no problem sitting your child down, instead of sitting your child down and reading books to him to explain his importance and his role as a black man, from the beginning of time till now, as a young black man. She will sit down for 25 minutes to tell that little black boy and that little black girl how you ain't shit.
That's the part that I hate when I see when now it hurts. Even though it's never happened to me, I've seen them do it to dudes that ain't bad dudes. But when I see them do it to dudes that even are bad dudes, it still hurts me because, okay, he ain't shit. But don't make your child think that all men ain't shit just because you got knocked up by an ain't shit dude.
Yeah, she has no problem having Pookie, Ray Ray, Hambone, Skillet, Man, and Jared Quavius, Senior and Junior,
and Shotgun Mike
and Shotgun Mike at her house with Lemon Quisha, Lamaniqua, and Bone Quisha when she know you coming to pick your child up. So she wants you to even blink wrong, so all the fucking goon squad could jump on you in front of your child. She has no problem. Exactly, she has no problem sitting your daughter on another grown man's lap because that grown man is in the house and she's trying to make that grown man accept that little girl as her father. She'll fight you tooth and nail to stop you from seeing your child, but will sit your child on the lap of a convicted felon, fresh out of the joint, who just needs somewhere to stay. She has no problem doing that.
Which he's easier to control than a man that's in control of his own life.
Exactly, and that's why
he's easier to control because he knows. If he act up, don't think she gotta do is I call your PO, I call your parole officer, and either he gonna get out or get straight. Right? If he ain't got nowhere else to go, he gonna have to get straight. But you get a brother like one of us, you can't tell me that. Bitch, you know how much money I make a year? I don't need you. Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
You step outside here. Your eye can't see to the end of my property line with your naked eye.
Yeah.
When you came in at that corner, you started on my property. How about that?
We as black men, and I'm gonna wrap it up after this.
Yeah, you gotta own land, man. Land is the key because the planet ain't growing no more land. I don't care if it's a half an acre. Take it.
Write that down.
We as black men need to understand one thing. You are as important as anything on this earth. Let me tell you something. When that woman get dressed and take her ass to the club with her titties and her ass hanging out, and she put that fresh purple weave in her hair and got them eyelashes 20 feet from her face, and she squeezed her fucking fat feet into that heel. She ain't do it because she thought it was the cute thing to do. She did it because she looking to trap a man. Men understand this, and we all have fell victim to the trap. Trust me, we all have. The thing is, if you step into that foxhole and you able to come out, you should not fall into another foxhole. If you trip over that crack that you've seen walking down the block, you trip over it the first time, Rasta, am I wrong? Zach, am I wrong? You should not trip over there second time because you know that fucking crack is there. Black man, understand this. The first time, it happens. The second time, we're gonna look at you crazy. The third time, don't come crying over the head because you knew better. You know better.
Keep.
You know,
I don't care what
was hot, and you put your fucking hand on that stove top. You knew it was hot. You knew it. You burned your hand twice. I can't hold your hand no more, nigga. Keep on burning. What I always say, Nick, at the end of my videos, go find out what I already know. That garn right there, I didn't get that off the internet. I got that from my pay stub.
Man,
I would hate to show you the hyphen. I would hate to show you the total. I would hate to show you the amount I paid year to date under YTD. Listen, fellas, treat yourself as if you are. Don't let these women tell you they're the trophy. You're the trophy because they need you to trap you. They need your tools to build the trap. Don't give them the tools to build the trap. And the tools is your penis and your semen. Do not give it to them to build the trap to trap you. In New York State is trapped for 21 years. Don't open up your tool chest to let them build the trap to trap you. That's all I got to say.
And that's even the righteous ones. But not the righteous ones, they do the same thing. They're just not heinous. That's the only difference. They're not heinous. But anyway, gentlemen, this was great. I love this. And I'm glad we done kept over 30 people viewing from beginning to end. So 30 people that some probably know y'all and some probably like, hey man, these two brothers is all right.
Man, they tune in to see you tease me, brother. They tune in to see
Nick. We gonna listen to them too. That's
right. And I like Rasta until now because he got on me with the water joke. So Rasta, you want to hit me? I'm flagging all your shit too, brother.
Everybody gotta hit you with that. But man, hey, but know what that is? What they say in imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, I subscribe. Hey, Zach, you got a channel?
I do. Everything for most part is Zakiba. So you could type it in and you will literally find me anywhere.
On YouTube?
YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, anything.
Oh shit. This is you. Brother, I appreciate the support. I love to see that little cartoon character. I appreciate the support.
yeah, don't worry.
Hey, and Rasta, I'm gonna go on your comment and I'm gonna write some bullshit because you just teamed up with Nick, so I know you're. So,
hey, me and we gonna tear it down.
Yeah, so so Rasta, you tell me Nick sent you, then nigga F you and Nick.
Oh man,
How about this, True? Let me make it up to you. You have a lot of videos that you speak about how you do things for folks, and they won't even check on you. And you always doing something nice for complete strangers, of which I do the same thing.
Yes,
I can't tell you how many pairs of shoes and boots I gave away that I really still liked, but I seen the dude was in need. How about I do that? How about I do that in your name?
Brother, listen, you can do that, but I know you're gonna still get on his side, so you can't fool me. No, Negro. I F you, Nick, and Super Slaw, all y'all. And anybody on y'all side from this point on, F you, because Nick sent you, so nigga F you and Nick. Hey, you know what, Rasta? Hey, how about this, Rasta? I do that a lot. If you watch my videos, you'll hear me mid-live. I'll stop and do something for somebody.
Yeah.
We should do a show about, just tell the stories of things we did, because people look at me as if I'm just a fucked up individual half the time because the shit I say. But then when they hear, damn, he gave his boots to a man while he's driving his car home. Yeah, I do shit like that. Stop and give a man a ride to the gas station so he can get gas to take his kids to the damn therapy, or stop to help push my car off the street. I do shit like that. I don't do it for no merit.
Yeah.
Because obviously I say fuck God, fuck Jesus in my videos. So there's no way in the world I can monetize them. There's no way in the world. But I think if you want, we could do a video and we could talk about our good deeds and what motivates us to do the good deeds and so forth and so on. I might invite Nick, but that Negro is a traitor, a Uncle Tom, a Coon, and a Benedict Arnold. So I got to see where he's standing at. after
and
tonight.
Uncle Ruckus.
And Uncle Ruckus. I might not be his friend no more. So Zach, you're the new member of the Inquisitors. Nick, you the fuck out of here. Rasta, I'm gonna just fly out, and I might call you depending on how you act in the next week.
For sure.
Don't put that. That's big. I'll take it, but hey.
Hey, I got some pretty big shoes. I got some pretty big. And I put y'all channels up here too, so the people that's watching, if they want to watch your content on your channel, I didn't put y'all links down there. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I greatly appreciate being on, and it's
we'll do it again. We'll do it again. It'll probably be a different subject, but we'll do it again.
And you know what we could do? We could stay on the topic of child support, and we could talk about where does child support actually go.
Well, see, I'm gonna have to let y'all do that because I don't pay it.
A lot of people don't know when you cut a check for, let's say, $100 for child support, the system take a sum off the top before they send it to the child. So how important is the child? The child is really used as a money grab. But we can save that if y'all want. We can actually talk about where does the money go from what we see, what we think, and what we are taught. Where does the child support money actually go, and who does it really benefit?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely we can do that. We most definitely can do that. Also, I'm a Renaissance man. Any subject we can go for, except for Nick's his truck talk and his army talk. You know, when he's doing those videos, I use what God gave me, and that was 2 ears and 1 mouth.
Yes, sir.
Well, when y'all do it, I'll probably what we'll do is we'll bring ERVC1 on, and we, you know, us and it'll be this core, so it'll be 5 of us next time instead of 4. Okay.
No problem. I'm always in.
All right, y'all. So ERVC1, I'll give you a heads up next time. I'll give you a day or so ahead. I'll just shoot you a text on the phone or something, and we'll go ahead and we'll get you up here, bruh, with these brothers. Zach, both of y'all, I'm looking at the stream. Some people said they subbed to y'all, so y'all go ahead and sub to these brothers. Give these brothers some.
Thank you.
Give these brothers some love, and like I say, and as y'all like, I'm glad I got 45 likes, because as the like go up, we go up in the algorithm, and as we go up in the algorithm, more people, because I ain't worrying about people seeing me. More people get to see y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I need other people, you know, to be, you know, to be seen as well. Because everybody know my loud mouth ass, so you know that ain't no big deal.
Well, hey, brother, I hit the thumbs down as soon as I came on, so I'm letting you know right now.
Yeah, I see that one thumbs down. I said, thank you.
That's me.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah. Y'all see what I gotta put up with?
Hey, Zach, these Negroes is bullies, Zach. I hate the Inquisitors, and I think the next stream I'm quitting. You know, y'all, I want y'all to go support my new show, Truth Teller is Lonely on the Top.
It's Truth Tellers minus the Inquisitors.
That's right. Yeah, it's Lonely on the Top.
Thank y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I really appreciate y'all for coming through. We'll do this again.
Yes, sir.
And oh dang, we lost. Where'd he go? Huh?
I just noticed he was off.
Yeah, we just lost Rasta again. Damn. But he said, I appreciate you. Hey man, we appreciate you too, Rasta.
Rasta was great.
You on the next one.
It was great meeting you, Rasta. Zach, it was great meeting you, Zach. And now that I know who's behind that little picture, you are the man. You are the man.
And thanks to all the thanks to everybody in the chat, and thanks for my wrenches for keeping them clowns at bay. Good. See, because I can see them on the back panel here. Even though you know y'all knock them off, I can still see it. I guess I must be saying something don't nobody like, because I got the worms coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Nick, real quick, tomorrow, me and Lisa B, we doing the show. I want you to tune in, because I think that you actually enjoy it when you hear the topic. And if you want to, if you want to come, you want to chime in, because you are the smartest motherfucker I know. So if you want to chime in and sprinkle that knowledge on top of my stupid ass cake, I'm all for it. If it's okay with her, because it's her show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I understand that. I'm
Yeah.
saying, and you know how the line of business I'm in. 1 minute I'm here. When you see I don't know if you look at the video links that I send y'all.
Yeah.
1 minute I'm here, and next minute I'm on the side of the road turning over a loaded fuel tanker. So,
hey, Zach, I can count how many conversations me and Nick had that actually ended. There was also, hey man, I'll talk to you later. Goodbye. Not too many. We talk a lot, but not too many of those. But hey, I'm out of here. I want to say shouts out to the homegirl Lisa B. Don't forget, everybody, we love Carrie. Rosters, it was great to meet you, Zach. It was great to meet you. And
Pleasure.
fuck Nick and fuck Sly.
Yeah, Cortez, I made the music channel. It's already up. It's popular. I'm populating it a little by little.
What is it? What is it?
Nick's Tunes.
Oh.
It's on my channel. You wait a minute. You ain't subbed to my channel. You an Inquisitor and you ain't subbed to my channel. Really?
Bro, I didn't know you put one up.
Oh boy, y'all say no. I mean,
I don't subscribe to you because you a coon. So what the fuck am I subscribing to you for?
Well,
yeah.
Fuck
the Inquisitors and just don't say nothing to me no more. And I'm blocking you. You call my phone. I'm calling the police and fuck Super Sly 75.
You know Sly gonna come get you, right?
Yeah, I know. Let him come. I'm calling the police. I'm a snitch. I work for 12. I'm calling the police and getting his ass locked the fuck up.
All right, peace, y'all.
Hey, I love you, Nick. I you have a good night.
All right, thanks, Zach.